Angeles making a change here. Hayes is checked in. Toronto also changed it up. Battle's checked in for Dick. Shed comes in for Walter. Pass to Shed.
2 minutes remaining.
Gets the 14-footer to fall.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
And that one's good. LaRavia.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
1:35 left in the first quarter. On the wing quickly. Fires for three. Gets the three ball to go. Quickly's gotten his third basket of the night. 1:22 left in the first quarter. From deep, here's Doncic. Offensive board. Hayes. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Defensive foul. Jacob Poeltl.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Lakers.
They've made a point to take what's given to them in the mid-range. The jumpers are falling for them so far.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for DeAndre Ayton.
You know, a trend like this isn't going to please the coach or the front office. He's been a little more focused on other parts of his game. And rebounding is something he needs to put more emphasis on. And I'm sure they've talked to him about it.
You know, Grant, with Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, and OG Anunoby all winning on new teams, you wonder, did the Raptors have to blow it up?
You know, B.A., it's a fair question, but Toronto's front office saw a ceiling. So the question is, can they do better with this rebuild? And it remains to be seen.
Decent look from mid-range. You almost have to take that shot to keep the defense honest.
Back to Martin. Toronto passing it around. Shot is good by Mamukelashvili. And now it's just a 2-point Los Angeles lead.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Smart for three. Counted from distance.
And it's big when Smart is hitting from deep. Really helps open up this offense.
Pass to Shed. Here's the three. Sinks the tray. Shed's got his second bucket on the night.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not. Nice feed inside, saw the play develop, and hit him right when he needed to.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Martin against Smart. Martin outside. 5 on the clock. Takes the three. Lobo can't hit. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. It's Los Angeles. They're up by 4. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
Raptors trail by 4. So on the floor for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. And it's Lawson in at the 2. To the middle. Here's Mamukelashvili.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
On the wing, Reeves. That's good. And it's Smart with the assist. Reeves has got 5.
At this point in time for Reeves, this is just a reflex. He knew he had it the moment he had the ball.
Shed, that's good.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
Reeves, the pass to Hayes. An easy 2 on the layup. Hayes has gotten his second bucket of the game.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Pass to Mamukelashvili. Here's Battle. He's covered by LaRavia. Here's Shed. Over Reeves. And that one's long.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
Smart finds Hayes. Baseline try. Back to Smart. Here's LaRavia. Off target from outside. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jake LaRavia. That's his first foul. And the Raptors with some changes. Dick, he's checked in for Mobo. Walter comes in for Lawson. And Emmanuel quickly subbed in for Shed. Raptors trail by 4. Here's Mamukelashvili. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And now it's time to look at the teams that have really impressed shooting from the field during the last 10 games. The Lakers, number 1.
Recently, they've been effective in getting good looks. Field goal percentages are typically tied to the quality of your shots.
And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Next up, they'll face the Nuggets in Denver. Pass to Vanderbilt. The 3. That's good. And it's Smart with the assist. And the Lakers lead by 5.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Here's Mamukelashvili. And here's Quickly. Lets it go from deep. Nope, that one misses. Now 3 for 5.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Smart for 3. They get it again. LaRavia, right side. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jake LaRavia. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
Kleba, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Raptors trail by 5. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And the ball out of play. Lakers will have it. And a moment to check out who the Los Angeles Lakers have coming up. On Tuesday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Thursday, they'll be matching up against Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that game against the Bulls, this is one that they expect to win. But those games can be tricky. Remember, there are no free wins in this league.
The Lakers making a switch here. Doncic checked in.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Well, one of the many things that's impressive about Luka Doncic, he double clutches so well.
Right, and even absorbs contact in the air. And somehow, some way, still has a very high field goal percentage. Luka, his game defies logic. And maybe Luka's logic. Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. Again, the Lakers score.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Here's Walter. He's covered by Reeves. The 3 from Quickly. Vanderbilt pulls it in.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Reeves finds Doncic. Doncic is doubled. Here's Reeves. This shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got 4 assists now tonight.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Some changes Changes now for the Lakers. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. Hachimura comes in for LaRavia. And James is subbed in for Reeves. And Toronto also making a switch. Pirtle's checked in. Here's Murray Boyles. Pass to Walter. Out left to the wing. From 18 feet away. It's deflected.
Perfect timing by Hachimura. What a block.
Here's Walter. Murray Boyles. Tip back in for two. Murray Boyles has got his second basket.
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable.
Roll back that clock. LeBron, the king, still reigns.
And here are the Raptors now, trailing by 8. And following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Warriors at Chase Center in San Francisco. That'll be the second game of a 5-game road trip. And here's Pirtle. The three from quickly. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make in 9 tries so far.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's Doncic. Toronto grabs the miss. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
It seemed like any time they strung together a few baskets, they just went ice cold so quickly.
Now here's Hachimura. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Dick, the pass to quickly. Jacks up a 3. Hachimura with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Smart passes to James. And it's all from three-point range. Raptors trail by 5. Here's Murray Boyles. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. It's stolen away. Pass to quickly. Takes a 13-footer. And there's Toronto with another bucket.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Hachimura outside. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got 6 assists in the game.
You have to pay attention to Hachimura no matter where he is.
Now here's quickly. He's got 19. Count it. Good.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And stolen by Dick. Pass to quickly. Fires from deep. Dick with a miss.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Stolen by quickly. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's Murray Boyles. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
A smart decision maker with a versatile skill set. Hachimura always takes the shots that he's comfortable with. Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
James inside, guarded by Dick, kicks it out to Smart. Back to James. From deep, here's Doncic. Sinks it from distance. Doncic has got 13.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let it roll.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Los Angeles leading by 3. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Ready for some high RPM and amazing fun from your Pocket Bite Arena Entertainment.
Hello and welcome, and what a first half for cool hand Luka Doncic.
Keeps the defense guessing. Give him space. He'll hit the shot. You double him, he'll find an open man. That kind of dual threat ability makes it tough for the defense to take anything away.
Changing gears a little now, guys, what do you make of the All-Star voting results so far?
Yeah, it's a tight group, man. I like how the NBA keeps the roster small. You want to see the best of the best out there.
The All-Star game, everyone wants to be there. Few get chosen for those two rosters. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Emmanuel quickly with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. LeBron and Hachimura in at the forward slots. Austin Reeves out there with Hayes. And it's Ayton in at the 5. That's the Laker 5. On target from range. Quickly's got 26. And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, B.A., you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
Now here's Reeves. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. To the inside, Murray Boyles, and he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, he knew what was on his mind.
Yeah, when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
And for the Raptors, they're shooting 59% on this one, a good average. And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And here's a rundown of the teams that have not wasted their opportunities at the line in the last month. The Lakers, #1.
And looking at last month, this team really got it done from a charity stripe. Whenever you fouled them, they made sure to make you pay for that mistake.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Outside Dick. Pass to Quickly. The 3 is up. Some solid defense from Hayes. Now here's James. Oh, LeBron! Just too much to handle inside.
At this point in time, you have to understand that if LeBron James is on the inside, he has so many ways to beat you. A little contact's not going to do anything. A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
Pass to Hayes. On the wing, Reeves. Drains the triple. Reeves has got 10 points.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
Here's Walter. He's covered by Reeves. And it's Dick. That time on the assist by Walter. 10 points for him.
And I love Dick's aggressive mindset. I mean, this is how lethal he can be catching and firing.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Doncic checked in for Hayes.
Number 77, Luka Doncic.
And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. Pass to Aiden. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. And they doubled up Doncic. Here's James. Hachimura from long range. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 4 assists in the game. The Raptors have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Richard, you wouldn't think LeBron James could improve, but that three-point shot has become really consistent.
And, well, now you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter at all times. That creates lanes for him to drive or create for others.
Pass to Murray Boyles. Inside is Dick. James with the block.
I love that LeBron is still willing to go up and challenge at the rim. He's still got that fire for an old man.
Shot is good by Reeves.
It's been a perfect start coming out of the half. I mean, you have to really love the execution.
Here's Dick. And the Raptors miss again.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass. Really getting after it and being physical. Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Outside Dick. A shot to stop the run. Sends it home from three-point land. Dick's got 9 points now in the quarter.
He's looked like a totally different player in the second half. That's his 3rd triple.
And there's James from the arc. And Los Angeles, another 3.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's his first foul of the game. Vanderbilt's checked in for the Lakers. Smart comes in for Reeves. The Raptors also with a sub. Shedd's checked in. Hit his foot, and it's whistled a kick. Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Hurdle with a screen on Doncic. Shed knocks it down from distance. Shedd's got 11.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Double team on James. Hachimura from long range. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got assist number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Pirtle. There's the double team with Vanderbilt. Back to Pirtle. Ooh, rejected by Doncic.
Defense at its best from Doncic. Like to see him putting that much effort into his D.
The Lakers making a switch here. Laravia's checked in. Off the inbound. That shot is off. Some solid defense from James. Throws it up high.
Now that's a textbook alley-oop.
I thought he'd go for the slam, but that worked.
Marcus Smart.
Raptors trail by 11. Here's Shed. 11 points in the game. Pass to Murray Boyles. To the paint. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Here's Walter. Still without a bucket. Dick gets the bucket.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
Laravia. It's picked off. Here's Shed. He's covered by Laravia. Here's Pirtle. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And now it's just a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Doncic passes to James. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. And that's now 19 points for LeBron James.
Now look, a coach is going to trust LeBron James to just put up monster numbers because that's who he is. But it is nice to see him get into a nice groove like this.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Changes for Los Angeles. Hayes comes in for LeBron, and Austin Reeves is subbed in for Doncic. Los Angeles leading by 4. And here's Reeves outside. Bobo with the rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Jared Vanderbilt. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Now off the inbound, and he jams it home with authority.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Up top, LaRavia. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. 44 seconds left in the third quarter. And it's good for 2.
It's the confidence of Austin Reeves. He just knows what his shot is.
Here's Shed, defended by Smart. Pass to Mamukelashvili. And the layup is good off the glass. Mamukelashvili's got 10 points in the game.
They're really working the paint now.
Reeves, the pass to Hayes. Back to Reeves. Shot and game clock separated by 5. LaRavia outside. Shot clock at 5. Los Angeles needs to get off the shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Five ticks left in the third quarter. For the lead, Shed, that's good. He's got 14.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
That takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game. Neither team giving ground. Toronto out in front, up by 1. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So for the Raptors right now, they've got Emmanuel quickly, and it's Mobo in at the power forward position. Now here's Smart. Here's Koloko, kicks it out to Smart. Second shot opportunity. He's off on that one. The Raptors with a lead. Here's Mamukelashvili. Stolen by Vanderbilt. Outside Reeves.
I got him.
Outside Vanderbilt. Fires the 3. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. The Raptors shooting it at 61%, a terrific average. Pass to Shed, on the wing quickly. Vanderbilt with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Vanderbilt. Hayes is checked in for the Lakers.
Los Angeles, number 11, Jackson Hayes.
A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. And that one's good, quickly.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Quickly against Reeves, pass to LaRavia. Let's go with a three, and it's Reeves with the three.
Things are heating up for him behind the arc. He only had 1 3 in the first half, but now he's up to 3 in the second.
Here's Shed. Back to Quickly, the three ball. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Pass to Hayes. Here's Reeves. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Raptors have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And here's Vanderbilt. Ooh, good finish at the rack off a slick feed. And the Lakers lead by 1. Tremendous momentum building toward those final possessions.
Yeah, with 8 lead changes so far, it feels like this is going to come down to the last shot.
Doncic is checked in for Reeves.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Pass to Shed. They set the screen. On the take. Here's Battle. Clock at 6. Here's Murray Boyles. And he throws it down with one hand.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Shed, that's good.
And when it comes to the three, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
And finished off by Hayes.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Quickly against Doncic. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. Now Los Angeles moving it up. LaRavia outside. Puts up a three. Drills it from deep. And it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Yeah, the second half in stark contrast with the first. Coach must have gotten on them a little bit at halftime.
Shed. And that one drops for him. Shed's got 5 points in the quarter.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Mamukelashvili following the score by Los Angeles. Here's Quickly. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Doncic.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
I'm liking the throwback approach. They're making use of the mid-range area and inflicting major damage there.
And also, I just love how they've been moving the ball side to side on the perimeter. Great passing, unlocking their offensive potential.
Here's what Los Angeles is going with right now. Ayton, he's checked in for Hayes. Hachimura comes in for Vanderbilt. LeBron, he's checked in for LaRavia. And Reeves is subbed in for Smart. The Lakers have gotten 6 of 10 attempts to drop in the fourth quarter. Pass to Murray Boyles. Toronto passing it around. And the dunk by Pirtle. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Now, here is James. 19-footer. Again, Los Angeles.
How many times have we seen LeBron hit a huge bucket in his career? I don't know. I've lost count, but that was beautiful to watch.
Here's Quickly. Now Pirtle. And the three misses.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Here's James. Now Eaton. Oh, it's stolen. Now Pirtle. Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. Jacks up a three. James from distance. Easy work.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
Raptors trail by 4. And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. He told his team, once you grab the rebound, run with the ball. Don't give them a single second to catch their breath. We control the pace of this game, not them. Guys, expect the pace to pick up.
And Allie, thanks. Trailing by 4, and Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Doncic against Quickly. Fires the 3. Reeves there for the rebound.
That's kind of a Hail Mary there. That's the mark of desperation. He is pouring it in this quarter. Maybe double team and shoot at this point in time. Triple team will do.
Raptors trail by 6. Here's Dick. Oh, the feathering touch. Drifted right over the rim.
Oh, he really fought for that one. Battling through contact to complete the play.
14. Shooting for
That's exactly what this team needs right now, completing the N1.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Now Eaton. Oh, huge slam by LeBron.
I'm sorry, just who else would you want it shooting there? LeBron James, just so calm under pressure.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Quickly deciding where to go with it. No good from 3. Los Angeles has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the 4th. James. Now Eaton. Doncic. Doncic. Counted.
You know, it's not his forte, but still, Luka can hit threes. He keeps you honest.
There's a screen. Shoots a 3. James rips down the board. Here's Hachimura. And he gets it from 15.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Lakers.
Their shot blocking was a huge advantage in this game.
Yeah, I love the excellent defense in the paint. It led to a lot of key stops.
And so they'll chalk up another win and put themselves at 31 wins on the year.
Only a 2-game series, and they win both. They have to be satisfied with this.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for LeBron James.
He didn't miss out on much of the action tonight. He was magnetized to the ball and did everything he could to contribute for his team on both ends of the floor.
And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, B.A., you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock, don't turn it over.
Okay, LeBron with the big boy moves. Look, he just absorbs the foul, still getting the shot, doesn't even feel it.
The first one falls.
taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from James.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much did.
Lakers foul. Arabia. 4th personal foul. 5th team foul.
That one's off.
Shooting for Columbus. Battle. 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. Now LaRavia. Now Doncic. Beyond the arc. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, time for our player of the game, LeBron James.